Hello, this is Raimi Hacks IRL. I'm trying the new video that I announced in my last announcement, and this is Let's Read Half-Breed. Half-Breed's a story I've been working on for the past couple of years. It's just whenever I get a bit of spare time, be that 5 minutes or an hour, I'll just try sitting down and writing this. It should be about 7 or 8 videos worth, depending on how fast I read. I'll be the main narrator and the main character, but I will have friends in to read some if they're available. I'll leave the characters for the later videos when they're introduced. Okay, so let's just get started then. Station 1. Salvation. Officially, I was dead for 2 minutes. When you cross over, time stops. 2 minutes feels like 2 years, and when you come back, you're not the same. You come back with a touch of the other side. In my case, I came back with a touch of hell. I awoke from my deep slumber, panting and sweating. Again, I couldn't remember my dreams from the night before, just remembering a blue haze. It wasn't always blue. It was never more than a haze. Once in a blue moon, a second or two of my subconscious would appear, although it was never useful or pleasant. My usual routine began just like any other day. First, my long, unkempt hair would have to be brushed. People don't understand how guys like me can have long hair. Personally, I think they're jealous. This doesn't usually take long, even though my hair lifelessly hangs below my shoulder blades. My hair has always been quite soft. I don't see how, being as my mother hair is like straw. My father, he hasn't been around since I was born, but I've got used to it. After I got dressed in a long-sleeved pure white shirt and blue jeans without socks, I sleepily made my way to the kitchen, grabbing a glass out of the cupboard on my way past. I filled it with water, straight from the tap. I don't see the point in bottled water, or even filtered water. It just doesn't bother me. I reached above the cupboard on my right and grabbed a bag that said pharmacy in bold blue letters. Pulled out a box and then reached in and grabbed a strip of red and blue tablets. After popping a pill onto the counter, I replaced the strip in the bag and pulled out a row of blue tablets. I repeated this action till I had 6 different tablets from 2 different bags. Placed all 6 tablets in the back of my mouth and consumed the water, taking the medicine down with it. Most people are bothered by multiple tablets, but I've been taking them for years, so I'm ambivalent to the whole matter. When I was 9, I was diagnosed with non-aggressive leukemia. Each day I had to take 5 in the morning and 5 at night, all for different reasons, one of which being degradation of my immune system. The other tablet is for anxiety and depression, but that's only been in the past year or so. As I grabbed my bag, my mother appeared with the makeup only half done. She handed me a £5 note and told me to get some food for lunch. I checked my bag to see if my books were there, and luckily they were. Picked up a piece of toast my mother had cooked for me, and headed out the door. On the way out, I took my keys and an MP3 player off a hook by the door. I turned on the music and started listening to Sabat, among the heavier side of music. Both my best friend and I listen to this kind of music, and usually find new bands for each other to listen to. I live about 20 minutes away from the school, walking that is, yet none of my classmates lived, or even walked, along the same path that I take. This may be on some part of the 10-minute stroll through a graveyard. Who knows? I don't mind. The walk with the dead was quite calming to me. One day soon I'll be joining them anyway, so might as well make friends now. That's the problem with this illness. It could take me tomorrow, or I could live another 30 years. It's a gamble on which every day. I've walked this path so many times I've worn a new dirt path out of the grass, and I can almost recite the names on the stones as I pass them. Tim, John, Barbara, Mandy, Paul. Nearing the school gates, things start to get a bit livelier. I see some acquaintances, friends of friends mostly. Few people waved and I waved back, a slight glance at a group of girls, and they all start giggling. I don't understand girls, and there's a good chance they don't understand me. If only they could. As I reached the courtyard, a large area surrounded by a giant brick U, that is the school, I saw friends and started walking in their direction. I could feel it was going to be a good day. Of course, I've been wrong before. Halfway across the yard, as we say, Elliot, a boy from most of my classes, larger than me, got in my way. I tried sidestepping, but he moved too. So I tried going around, but he kept blocking me. "Excuse me," I said, trying to resolve this politely. He just laughed. Maybe he didn't hear right. "Excuse me." I said it slightly louder, and he just smirked. "I heard ya. I just ain't moving for no grieve." He still had not learned English. I had both hands in my pockets, and one headphone in my ear, so I couldn't do much. "I just want to talk to my friends, so you can start to fight later if you want. Okay?" This was a bad idea. He was now bubbling with rage. I'd started something, so I might as well finish. I pulled my right hand out of my pocket and waited. He was the first to make a move, swinging with his right. I stepped back and he'd caught my headphone, causing it to pull a little, but not detach from my ear. One downside to fighting in the school is that when one person yells, "Fight!" a mob appears around you and all you hear is chanting. He punched again, this time straight forward instead of hooked. This time, sidestepping helped, spinning slightly to my left. I then thrust out with my right foot as I swung around again. I could feel it made contact, but I never thought it would be this good. I caught him square in the middle of the stomach, sending him flying into the air, about 3 feet off the ground. That's where I'm going to leave this video for now. If you want to know the rest of the story, tune in next time. I'll try and get these videos done quite quickly because they're quite easy to edit, quite easy to record. It's just human error that takes time. Alright, this has been Raimi Hacks IRL, signing out.